telling you that.
Well, what happened?
You know what happened. I'm not going to sit here and play games with you. I'm not.
Watching citizens outsmart officers is the ultimate thrill. In this video, we'll examine a case in which a man turned the tables on two investigation officers, even though they tried to play dirty to extract a confession from him. In November 1997, an Arkansas schoolteacher working on a Sunday morning was raped, and the perpetrator left behind his DNA, despite being careful not to leave other evidence. The man responsible was the former police chief Hardin, who 20 years later was under interrogation for murder. On the 23rd of February 2023, during the interrogation, Hardin flipped the tables of the investigating officers, and their reaction is worth watching.
Hello, James Chamberlain.
Okay.
I know, did you used to be a police officer somewhere? Or, I recognized you, but I wasn't 100% sure where I knew you from. But somebody said that you used to be a police officer in Gateway or something like that. Okay.
And a constable and...
You were a constable here too? For Benton County?
Yeah.
For Benton County, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. How long did you do that?
2 years. Well, I was elected one term, 2 different terms, but not together.
Not together, so on two separate occasions. Okay. You understand this. You've been through this before, so I'm gonna read it to you. Anytime we bring somebody into the sheriff's office, we read this before we start talking to people. Okay, and it's just your statement of rights for us. And before we ask any questions, it's my duty to advise you of your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. You have the right to consult an attorney before making any statements or answering any questions, and you may have him or her present with you during questioning. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. You may have an attorney appointed to you by the court to represent you if you cannot afford one or otherwise obtain one at no cost. You understand that?
Yes.
If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer, you still have the right to stop answering questions at any time or stop questioning for the purposes of consulting a lawyer. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. However, you may waive your right to you may waive your right to advice and counsel, and your right to remain silent. You may answer questions or make statements without consulting a lawyer if you so desire. You understand that?
Yes.
Detective James Chamberlain had just finished reading Hardin his rights, but as you'll soon discover, it was all just a facade. Trust me, the level of hypocrisy from this detective is truly mind-boggling.
Here's the thing. I want to talk to you about what you've done today, okay? Can you just take me through when you woke up this morning to when you got stopped by the police out there in what's the name of that road that you were on? I'm sorry, I'm going drunk. Gant Ridge?
I'm not going to say anything after I've been read those rights yet.
Okay. Why don't you want to talk to me about your day?
I don't know what's going on. I am kind of sickly to what I'm here for and things.
Okay. So you don't want to explain what you've done today? Did you? Is there a reason behind that?
You read me my rights, and I don't know why. What was the first thing said? I have the right to remain silent.
Okay. So you're telling me that you don't want to talk to me right now?
I'm going to remain silent.
After this, the detectives went out and talked to their boss about what to do about the situation, and the solution they came up with says a lot about their competence.
Okay, I talked to my boss. I think I was confused, or I may have confused you on what's going on here. I can't tell you exactly why you're here, and you being a police officer, you understand that. I need to rule you out as a suspect in a crime that's been committed, and that's why we got you here, is because we need to talk to you, find out where you're at. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if I scared you at the beginning or what, but that's why I was trying to, and I can't, you see the position that I'm in. I can't tell you why you're here, but at the same time, I need to rule you out into something. Does that make sense? I mean, or would you be willing to talk to me about your day knowing that I need to rule you out of something?
Yes, I would have liked to, but before the rights were read. So not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, and you understand as a detective, we read those rights to everybody who comes in here. It's not just you, but when we interview, kids, and it's everybody. Once you come into our facility, that's something we have to do. It's not something. It's not just something we're doing for you. It happens to everybody that walks through this room and talks to us. Because, I mean, it's just like anything else that we do. We have to cover all of our bases, and that's what we did by reading you those rights. So we need to know I mean, does that make sense? Like, I know you've been a police officer for a while now, so you understand, you know, how everything works. And so I've got to rule you out as a suspect, and if I can't do that, then we're at a standstill. Does that make sense today?
I have to remain silent.
Okay.
On that.
Okay. So you're telling.
Right.
Okay. So you're telling me you did do something today that was wrong then. Is that what I'm getting at? I mean,
I'm just silent.
Okay. So you just don't want to talk to me because of what reason?
I don't understand what. They snatched me up out there and nobody told me anything. I don't understand.
Okay.
Why I couldn't be told what's going on and.
Okay. So did you? I guess my question is this: knowing what I just told you, I guess if it was me and I was, you know, if I was in your position, I'd be like, hey, James, I did this. Or Grant, I did this. I was at, you know, here, and here, and I would just be done with it, and that way you can get out of here. But at this point, like, I can't clear you from this because you could still potentially be a suspect.
Just look at the detective's lack of integrity. He is violating that man's rights as if it's something he does on a daily basis. He also implied that by exercising his rights, Hardin is admitting to doing something wrong. Astonishingly, people like these are allowed to be in office.
I just have to, once the rights have been read, I have to, it says I have the right to be silent.
Yes. Okay. I don't know. I don't even know what to say at this point. You realize that I'm trying to help you out here. I'm trying to get you out of here quicker, and you're just sitting here.
Well, am I free to go then?
No, you're not free to go.
Why?
Because I've got to get to the bottom of an investigation, a very serious criminal matter.
Okay.
Okay. And right now, you're a potential suspect in that.
Whenever an officer or detective says they are trying to help you out, just know that you are in deep trouble, just as Hardin was.
Does that make sense?
I don't understand why I'm a suspect, no.
Well, that's for me to know and for you to tell me why you're not a suspect.
This is your time to kind of help us, help you.
Okay.
Tell me this.
I do apologize on the front end.
No, I'm not mad at you.
I'm going to exercise my right to be silent.
Okay. So just tell me this. I know you were a police officer before, right? You're a police officer in Gravit. I mean, not Gravit, but in Gateway. It's an easy yes or no.
I'm being silent.
Well, I can see that.
I was looking for a detective.
You want me to get it for you?
Well, I'm ready. I need to go
You need to go where?
home or get ready for work in a little bit.
Okay, we'll just have a seat and I'll get it for you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
No problem. You need anything else?
No, I hate not being able to talk. But usually after they read my rights, after they read me my rights, I just feel like I need to be silent.
What do you mean?
Well, how come nobody asked me anything or told me anything before we got here or anything? Not necessarily you. You've been real good to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was just taking you up here, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they asked me to bring you up here. So, the detective is the one that has all that information.
Okay.
Hey, Byron.
Yes, sir.
The other officer told me you want to talk to me again. What's going on?
Oh, I'm just ready to go.
Okay. And I'm not ready for you to go yet, so you're not going to be able to go. I've got other things that I'm doing right now. So,
Okay.
Did you need to talk to me, or did you, what was the deal?
Well, I was gonna go.
Oh,
And
no,
I
you're not
wanted
going
to
to
tell
go.
you that.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're not going to
But
go.
I wanted, okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
The detective was just using a subtle tactic to get Hardin to talk by leaving him alone for a while. Keep in mind that all of this was after he had clearly mentioned multiple times that he did not want to speak. After seeing that this tactic didn't work, they tried a different approach.
I'm trying to think of how to word this delicately. I'm not trying to get you in any trouble. I'm not trying to get her in any trouble. Okay? You've got a little daughter, she's 16, who needs her parents. Okay? I know what was said at dinner time. I know everything. Okay? I need your side of the story. Okay? I don't know if you've had a problem with this guy for a while, and this was an accident, or you maliciously chased him down, or what happened. But if I don't get your side of the story, I won't ever know. Okay? You know I know. I wouldn't be talking to you right now. I wouldn't be talking to them right now. I want to give you the opportunity to tell me what led up to what happened today. And if I came across as being rude or upset or whatever earlier, I'm sorry. That's not what I'm trying to do.
You're fine.
I'm just trying to gather
facts. I'm not sure what happens or what's going on.
Okay.
But I just have to invoke my right.
So you're telling me that you don't want to give me your side of the story. That's what you're telling me. That I've got to put together what your wife has told me and what the crime scene's told me. I mean,
what I'm saying is, I have the right to remain silent.
That's true. You do.
I'm not saying I don't want to tell you anything or help you guys or anything. I'm just saying, you told me I had the right to remain silent.
That's true. I do. Do you realize that you're looking at some very, very serious charges here?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay. Well, you are. I can tell you that much.
Okay.
And if it was an accident, it was an accident, and that's all it was. But if you intentionally went out to hurt somebody, that's a whole nother story. It's a whole nother story. Okay? I'll let you think about it. I'll give you one more chance here in a few minutes, and I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I'm telling you that.
Well, what happened?
You know what happened. I'm not going to sit here and play games with you. I'm not. I know. You know. We have witnesses that put you there. The 2 cars that drove by. Look, man, I'm not. I just want to know why it happened.
From this moment on, the detective completely ignored Hardin. However, their disregard for his rights did not stop there. Next up, they tried to get a female detective to talk to him and try to open him up.
Do you have anything good for breakfast?
I had some Frosted Flakes.
Hey, that is by far my favorite cereal.
I don't know.
No,
I
it
kind
really
of fucked my
is.
belly aching, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, I love Frosted Flakes. I'm not gonna lie. My kids will gripe at me because they think it's too healthy, but I love Frosted Flakes. What else did you do today? Anything fun? Any chores around the house done? No? Just kind of lazy? Lazy day for you? Yeah, just watch some TV. No household chores? Your wife didn't make you do anything today?
Not today. Well, I made her pills up today.
Well, at least you got a day off from household chores, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Did you just prep for getting ready for work tonight?
Just pretty much, just lay around, be a slob there.
Yeah. Did you get anything done outside today? It was so nice today. It was beautiful outside.
Yeah, I know. It was like 80 degrees or more.
It was amazing outside.
What's the deal?
I don't know. It's messing with my allergies today, though.
Mine too. That's.
When you were outside today, did you notice anything different or weird going on? Or hear anything that was abnormal?
No.
While you were outside laying the sea and stuff like that? No? Everything's good. Did you run into anybody? Anybody stop by, say hi? Nothing? No? Okay. Alright. I'm surprised. Did you see anybody on the road? Anything like that? It being so nice, I didn't know if maybe anybody was out and about. Did you see any of your neighbors?
What are you getting at?
No, I'm serious. I'm just asking. Just small talk.
Not that I know of.
No. Okay. I just didn't know. My allergies are killing me right now.
It's insane that they kept forcing him to talk, violating his right to remain silent. There is a reason these rights are read in the very beginning, so the other person can choose whether to speak or not. Apparently, these detectives did not understand that.
So what happened when y'all were on your way home tonight? Y'all just ran into the roadblock?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wasn't there when that part happened. What'd they do? When you guys ran into him?
Well, the guy stopped us and And then he wanted us to go down to Jones Trailer Park Road, and I said, well, I live 2 houses down here on the right. He said, well, let me ask the boss about that.
Oh.
He went and got to the radio for a while or something, and then he said, what's your name? I said, Grant Harden. And he said, can you step out of the car? And then they put me in handcuffs and put me in the back of that one car.
Sure, we got a pharmacy around here somewhere.
I'm just wondering what's
Going on?
well, if I'm going to be charged with something, or
Well, did something happen today?
That's what I wanted to know. Evidently, something did happen
What
today.
are you telling
I'm
me?
silent, or
I know.
I need a.
I'd rather talk about cars anyway.
I know, me too.
I'd rather talk about. Is there any cool cars other than a Honda Civic? Anything fancy?
I'm just, what do you call it? The paper again.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. We don't have to talk about cars. We can talk about something else. If that makes
No,
sense.
I just don't want to. I'm just going to.
Do you want me to go away?
No, you're fine.
Well, I'm a talker.
You
so-
talk. You talk.
I talk.
Hey, you talk then.
It's not fun to talk to yourself. You gotta enjoy a conversation with somebody.
know. I apologize, but I'm just going to stick to my rights. And
Why are you
being
here?
silent. Right.
I guess that's the main question. Why are you here?
Why am I here?
Do you have any idea?
Why am I here?
Yeah. Do you have any idea why you would be
When
here?
you guys tell me, I will. Nobody's told me anything. When I sat in that police car for a long, or deputy's car for a long time,
Yeah.
nobody told me anything.
I just didn't know. Well, sometimes you gotta wonder if somebody has to tell you first.
As the conversation went on, the woman slowly started bringing Harden up to talk about why he was there, trying to open him up and extracting what she could from him.
You know something I know.
But the reason y'all are asking, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of the way you have to look at it sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. That's why, when Detective Chamberlain came in here, he wanted to talk to you about if you had, what you had done today, or if you had seen something happen, or witnessed something happen, or, like you said, something happened today. It was something really bad. And if you witnessed it, then it's something we need to talk about. Because people witnessed you. So, but I want to give you the chance to talk. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather hear your side of the story versus anything else. I feel like everybody should have that chance to tell their side, especially if something bad happened. I would want somebody to give me that chance. I just want to know what got you to this point. I mean, I worked with you, so like, you helped me, had my back in a situation, so it would be nice to understand from you, from your viewpoint, why you would be here, what happened, or did you see something happen, or were you put in a situation, and kind of walk me through it. But that's your choice, right? Everybody has a choice. You have to be the one willing to put it out there. No, I do. I want to help you. That's the bad part. I want to help you figure it out. All I can do is sit here and say that I'll listen, work it out with you, figure it out together. But you have to be willing to talk to me about it. I'm a pretty real person.
I don't know.
Pretty straightforward.
You're nice to me. I just,
I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's uncomfortable and nerve-wracking sitting in a room by yourself with people that you've worked with in the past, knowing the situation. But like I said, I wasn't there. You're the only one who can kind of fill in the blanks at this point.
This feels so wrong despite the fact that Harden was guilty. I mean, why create the rights in the first place if they were going to be ignored like that? Not only did these people ignore his rights, but they actually tried manipulating him into speaking. Truly terrifying.
Listen, Grant, I think you were well aware of what happened today. I think you know why you're here. you're a smart guy. I think you know what happened today. And I just really want to talk and understand so I can get on your level and figure out what the next step is going to be. And I feel like you are the type of man who can understand that. All right. Can you stand up for me? All right. Go ahead and turn around, put your hands on your back. You're being placed under arrest for capital murder.
Sorry, you're a big guy.
Okay. All right, don't turn around for me. We're gonna walk out this way.
Okay.
Turn left when you get here. You just go right here.
In October 2017, more than 20 years later, Hardin, then 50 years old, pleaded guilty to first-degree murder, admitting that he had killed James Appleton. Even though he was guilty, it was still no reason to violate his rights as they did. And being an ex-cop, Hardin did a great job at humbling the detective and teaching them a lesson. Do you think the detectives were justified in violating Hardin's rights? Or did they go completely overboard? Let us know in the comments below. And if you liked the video, subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one we have in store for you. Thanks for watching.